Zeke, how devastating is today?
It hurts. We had an opportunity to go out there and clinch the division tonight and confirm our spot for the playoffs. They made more plays than us, and we just gotta go win next week and hope for a loss.
What are the emotions in this moment?
Just pissed. Pissed we didn't go out there and get it done.
Do you feel like there need to be big picture changes here, especially if Philly wins next week and you guys don't make playoffs?
We got to focus on finishing this season. We still got football left. We still can make it in this playoffs. I think that's inappropriate to even talk about.
What's the difference offensively from, what did they do to slow y'all down and stop y'all?
They did a really good job. They went out there and, they had a plan and they executed and it worked well for them.
Zeke, how is the team this talented now in this position?
Just not handling our business week in and week out. Not going out there and winning ball games. Yeah.
Is that the frustrating thing? You have a great performance last week and you have a performance like this today. It's been like that all season. Inconsistent up and down. Follow a great win with some losses.
What are you asking?
Has that been the most frustrating thing of this season, that you guys have been so inconsistent and will follow good wins with losses like this?
Yeah, it's tough. Just not being consistent week to week. Yep.
Did you feel like the game just got out of hand early? Like, it seemed quickly it's 10-0, and then you guys are playing from behind. And I know you've talked about the running game being in a tough situation from that in the past.
I wouldn't say it got out of hand. We got behind, but nothing crazy. They just, played better than us tonight.
How would you evaluate Dak, his effort today, and the guys around him, their effort to help him out with some throws that were a little bit off but catchable?
I think Dak went out there and played his heart out. Everyone else went out there and played their hearts out. It's football. Sometimes you make plays, sometimes you don't. The team that makes the most plays wins the game.
Back to that inconsistency, is there any reason for that you can pinpoint that you're aware of?
No, can't pinpoint it.
Zeke, simply put, how do you approach the fact that you're better than that team? You know this team has more talent, and yet if they get a single victory, they go to the playoffs. Not this team that many people thought could go the whole distance.
Hey, what was the question? What was the beginning part? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the bottom line is that everybody knows you guys have more talent than the Eagles, but yet if they win a game, they go to the playoffs, you go home, a team that many people believe could have ended up in Miami.
And you're asking?
I'm asking you what do you think when you hear that?
How can you say we're a better team if we didn't go out there and beat them? When it was time to do it in the crunch time, we needed one win to solidify the division, and we couldn't do it. So I wouldn't say that, you can't just say that we're a better team because we may have better players on the roster. I do believe we're a better team, but the team that goes out there and plays the best is the one that's going to win, and that's what happened tonight.
How would you characterize that frustration, knowing that you guys didn't play your best on this day when you had this opportunity?
I already said I was pissed. Really pissed? I don't know.
All things considered, is this the most frustrating season you've been a part of?
Yeah, I think you could say that.
Weren't on the field for that last third down, or fourth down.
Coach just took me out. I just ran a deep ball and took me out.
How did you feel Dak did? He was coming off the injury and everything.
Yeah, I just feel like overall, we just didn't get the job done. I know on my behalf, I didn't play my best game at all. It was terrible. So, play important games like this, everybody has to come and bring their A game if we really want to win. And I don't think we did that tonight.
You said they took you out. Did they give you a reason why they took you out?
Nah, I just can't. Just took me out.
You and Dak missed 7 times. That's the most you've missed completing a ball in the time you've been together. What seemed off to you today?
Just the way, to be honest, just the way that it wasn't nothing to do with the chemistry. It was just the way the DBs were playing those particular routes. Like, for example, on one of the routes, it was a curl, and I beat him at the line of scrimmage, and he was like under me, and obviously a curl you have to stop, and he was right there. So just the way they were playing, we could have ran like more deep routes. I feel like the go ball was a good route to run tonight, but we didn't really get to it.
What most disappoints you about the performance, given what you could have achieved with the victory?
Yeah, the fact that we don't control our own destiny anymore.
First time all year.
Yeah.
All right. How big of a component was frustration in this game? Did you feel that as the game went along? Just that it wasn't clicking?
Yeah, I mean, when things aren't clicking in an important game like this, and then you look at the scoreboard and you're not winning, you're losing. It's frustrating. But when we all know that the game isn't over until it's over, so it was kind of that feel like we still have a chance to win until the clock hits 0 and we're not winning.
I'm sure you don't want to talk about injuries or use that as an excuse, but do you feel 100% out there?
Nah, I'm good. My body is okay. You have nicks and bruises at this point of the season, but in terms of anything limiting me, nah.
To not be out there late, how disappointing is that? Because you're a guy who's always out there when it counts, and then you're putting you out. How disappointing is that to see for you?
It's very disappointing. I mean, obviously you want to be out there, try to make a play for the team.
So I'm sorry, I came up with it. Why were you not out there today? Have pulled you off the field, or were you injured?
Yeah, man, I had a go ball on the play before, and I was taken out.
AMARI, I have to be. How painful is it to know that there's not too many people who don't believe you guys are the better football team in this building right now, and yet with a single win they go to the playoffs and you guys go home?
It's not what people believe. It's about what actually happens. And tonight we lost, so it doesn't matter if people believe we're the better team. We have to go out there and actually win the game. That's why you have to play the game. That's why the game is actually played on the field.
I'm disappointed, though. You talked all week, and people thought this was a championship game. You win the division title, and you guys have an effort like that.
I mean, it's very disappointing. I think that goes without saying. You win this game, you control your own destiny, go to the playoffs or whatever. And we didn't get that accomplished tonight. So we have to deal with the consequences.
Is that kind of what it's been all season, the inconsistency? You follow up a good game with like this, a game like this?
What's the question?
You lost. Has that kind of been the inconsistency of the season?
What you mean? I don't get what you're saying.
Your team has been
we've been inconsistent, yes, but what's the question?
Is this part of the frustration of the season because you guys have been so inconsistent, following up good games with things like this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously as a football team, you want to consistently win. Obviously if you consistently win, you'll have a pretty good record and have a good chance at accomplishing the main goal. But we haven't been doing that this year. Like you said, we've been inconsistent. So.
Is there any reason for that you can pinpoint, that you're aware of, that inconsistency?
I mean, it's the NFL. Every team is practicing, every day, just like how we are. Every team has great players, and I mean, you win some, you lose some. You want to win you want to win more than you lose, but I mean, we haven't been doing that. I can't really point out why. Only thing I can point to is that it's the NFL and every team is good, and it's going to come down to the fourth quarter every time, and whoever wants it more, whoever executes better, they're going to win.
AMARI, this group, this wide receiver group, has a lot of pride and has played really well at times this season.
Yeah.
The drops today, I mean, how do you describe how frustrating that is as a group to have that high?
Yeah, it's frustrating, man. You got to look the ball all the way through before you run. That's the main thing you want to do when it comes to catching the ball, and that's just a challenge. It's a challenge for some guys. I know it's a challenge for me at times. If this game was just played to where you you couldn't have run after catch, then you would catch everything because you wouldn't even think about running before you catch. And that's just a challenge for every receiver, I think. You're so anxious to score a touchdown or get however many yards after the catch to where you don't look the ball all the way through every time.
Is that what happened on the third down? Is that what happened on your turn to try and run?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You know, I saw a little space in the inside that I could have ran to after I caught the ball, but I tried to do it simultaneously when the ball hit my hands. So, yeah, like I said, it's something that, you know, we have to work on as a group.
Dak was playing with the shoulder deal today. Was the ball pretty different today just because of what he was having to play through as a receiver? Did it impact the throws you could?
I don't know. I mean, that would be a better question for Dak.
That's when as a receiver trying to catch it. Did it feel different? Was it the same velocity as normal?
No, I didn't feel any different.
Are you healthy?
I'm healthy, yep.
You are?
Yeah.
Is this as frustrating of a season as you've been a part of?
Nah.
It's not in practice. What did you see from just the way he fought through? What did you see?
Yeah, just how he always is. I mean, he leads this team so well. I mean, he couldn't ask for a better quarterback. And, you know, he came in, you wouldn't even have noticed. You know, he's straight ahead looking for what to do next, how he can help us next. And, you know, that last drive was all him down the field, so it was great.
How disappointing is it? Just all the stakes that were on this game.
Yeah, it's tough. I think if you'd asked everyone in this locker room before the game, we were confident coming into this game. We felt like we kind of found our mojo last week, and that we could get after these guys. You know, hats off to them for coming out. You know, we talked all year, and we about starting fast, and we didn't get off to a fast start. A couple 3-and-outs, put our defense in some bad situations, and in a game this important, you can't do that.
Going forward, I know next week is how do you get over this kind of loss and still you guys do have a chance to still?
Yeah, I mean we have to take care of business. I know, you know, as much as this one hurts, you know, there's still a chance, and we know that. And although it's out of our control, you know, all we can do is what we can control, and what we can control is go out there and get a win versus Washington, and you know, we'll see what happens.
You said you guys felt good coming into this game. Do you feel like this team was close to a 10-6 or 11-5 team?
Well, I mean, that's impossible because we could have only got 9-7. But you know, I felt like we were, you know, last week brought a lot of confidence to the group, and I think, like I said, we were confident coming into the game. We just didn't get off to a fast start, and it came back to bite us in the butt.
You've always been able to run with this team.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you gave that the best chance you could today? I don't mean you.
Yeah, I think again early it was not good, and you know, they did a nice job early, kind of stopping the run, and then you know, into the first half, start of the second half, we kind of found our rhythm, started getting something going, and then you know, obviously had that turnover, and then you know, fourth quarter we're kind of down and got to throw, but you know, we got to do a better job getting off to a fast start and you know, establishing early. You know, when you get down like that in a big game, it's tough.
There was so much confidence in this group coming into this game. Does it make it even more shocking when you guys don't play real well in a situation where you had everything on the line like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think, you know, all these guys in the locker room, they prepared the right way. You know, like I said, after last week, I think guys were feeling good. We kind of got our mojo back a little bit, and the confidence was off the charts coming into this week, and it's just disappointing we couldn't put it together today.
After what you guys did against the Rams, you knew it was at stake today to drop this one today.
I mean, that jump's tough. Really can't. I mean, you just got to make plays. We didn't make no plays, so we took an L. I don't really know how to explain it anymore. It's a tough one.
There were a number of drops today. What was going on with the receiver group?
Just weren't making our catches. You know, that's on the wide receivers. And Dak was trying to put the ball out there for us, so we got to make him right.
So you didn't feel like anything was off with his arm?
No, he was throwing it. He was putting it out there. They were catchable passes, so we just got to catch them.
There's many unbelievable plays that have been made this season, Michael, for Jerry Jones to say Michael knows he can make that play. Can anyone be more disappointed in that play than you?
Nope. Nope. I'm the most disappointed. Should have made that play. That was I would have scored. I would have got dang. That's a tough one. I shouldn't have dropped it. So, he's right.
feel like there was did the contact in the end zone restrict you at all from catching that ball at the end?
Nah, I should have caught that one too. They're on me. That's all I can tell you.
Is that where some of the frustration comes from? When you didn't play your best today with so much on the line?
I mean, so you're going to be frustrated if you have one drop, you know. So I was hot from the get-go when I had that first drop, I guess. But, you know, try to battle through it. Caught some passes here and there, and then dropped the ones that, you know, meant the most in the game. So that's on me.
Have you ever had a game like this and then had to respond afterwards?
Well, I dropped some passes and then come back. Yeah, you know, plenty of times. Mostly in college, though. But, you know, it's the same here, so should definitely bounce back next week. You know, this one, you got to put it to bed after you watch the film and just go back to work.